Well, hello there, gang. Today we're taking a look at a Danelectro. Excuse me. I've never seen one of these before. It's something new to me, so I thought I'd share it with you. It needs a little work. This belongs to a friend. Really, the biggest issue we got to look at is this. It has this lipstick pickup, okay? And that is run by this knob, and then it's a split pot, so there's a tone on the bottom dial, okay? And somebody has added this. This is not the original bridge, and it has a pickup in it, an under saddle pickup. So what they've done, they've added a jack in the back, and here's the original jack, okay? So the first thing I did was plugged into both of them just to see what we had for, a signal. And, I got to get my ground attached here. Hold on. So, okay. There we go. That's what the pickup's putting out right there. And that's set on ohms, okay? You can see where I've got my meter set. And there it is. So if you turn the volume down, it's going to go away. If you just give it a little bit, sometimes it won't even read until it's almost wide open. That's just how it goes with lower powered ones sometimes. Now all you have to do to test this is what I've got hooked up. This goes to the tip, okay? And then this goes, so this will go to your red lead, okay, on the tip. And then you just put a clip around the barrel, which will go to your ground. And that's how you test your pickups to see what the resistance is. You can just touch the probes on there. I just clamp them on so then I'm hands-free and I can get a good reading. So the first thing I did was test this one, which is the one we're seeing the values on now. I couldn't get anything out of this pickup, so we're going to take a look at it and see if we can find out what's wrong with it. There is one other issue with this guitar that we need to address. I don't know if you guys can see this, but the string pull is crooked, and it really runs off on the bass side pretty bad. So the problem is right here. This is not centered properly with the neck. So I'm going to have to take some measurements and see what I can do to move this. I really hate to drill any new holes in there, but what I might end up doing possibly is even slotting this plate so I can move it a little bit. And I don't know. I've got a few ideas. We'll see what happens. I'm going to look at it a little closer here. Take a few measurements, like I said, and it's probably hard to see this on here, but if you look right here at the nut and then follow that gap down the edge of the fretboard, you can see that the bass string is running off almost. When it gets down to the end of the fretboard, it's almost off the fretboard. The neck's on nice and straight. I checked that. The neck joint looks good. The gap is even on each side, so I think the neck is right. I just think that somebody may have altered this at some point. I don't know. Maybe it was like that from day one. We're not really sure, so that's what we got to investigate. Okie doke, let's get the tools out. Well, that looks a lot better. So it was not a hard fix, really. Excuse me, I just back these out. I took one out at a time and just kind of slotted one, and I was able to twist the bridge, this little string tree, I should call it, and it seemed to line it up pretty good. I haven't put a ton of tension on it yet, but it almost looks like the bass side may be in a little more than the treble now. It might take another round of adjustment just to make sure we don't get, you know, some drop off on this string, but you know, it doesn't look that bad. It looks pretty close all the way down, so I may have hit the mark there. I'm not really sure. The screws go in quite a ways. I wanted to mention that too. They're over an inch long, and I'm guessing there's some sort of block back there that they screw into. There's got to be. I mean, there's no other way that would stay, I don't think. I mean, but other than that, it seems pretty solid. The next thing I need to do is I got to cut this notch a little deeper on that E string. It kind of pops out, and it looks like they're pretty flat across there as well, which isn't always great. You know, that's usually how you get string buzz, so we'll see if it's got any string buzz when I get done with it. We may have to alter that a little bit. Like I said, that's not the original bridge either, so I haven't taken the jack off to look in the back to see if there's any loose wires on that, so that'll be the next step. And like I said, we'll tune it up to pitch, see if we can get this intonated, you know, move the bridge till we get it right. I'll slot that out a little more, and we'll see what happens. Pretty cool little guitar all in all. You know, it is hollow. I haven't even heard it acoustically yet. I've been just working on it, but the tuners are different too. Somebody did put Grovers on it, and they work pretty nice. So I'm not really sure what the nut's made out of. It's I don't know if it's graphite or not. I really couldn't tell you. It looks almost like aluminum to me. We'll look into it a little more. Okay, so we're gonna keep moving forward. Okay, we're gonna just cut this slot a little deeper here, and what I'm using here is just it's a really thin razor saw. It's just the blade. It comes in a kit, you know, X-Acto sells them and stuff, and it's just thin enough for that string, so I'm not doing a lot. That's about right. That's going to be at least stay in there now. Should be good to go. Easy fix, but you got to be careful as you do it, and don't go too deep. I guess the worst case scenario is you could always sand the top down a little bit if you had to, but I think the action will be okay right there, so we're going to stop as far as the depth on that one. Okay, so pulled this out because somebody did install this in the guitar, and this goes to this undersaddle pickup, so that's probably why that's not working. As you can see, there's no wire, so obviously somebody must have twisted it too much or something and took the wires out. That's what this little clamp's for on the end. I need something to point with, so this little piece right here is what I'm talking about. Your wire will go through there, and that's where, if it's you know, if there's casing on the wire, that's where you want to crimp it. And then whatever wire sticks out from the casing, you can solder. But that way, when you crimp that on there, if you do spin it, it's only going to spin the whole cable. It's not going to twist these little wires off as you turn it. It happens. Alright, so we're going to see if we can get the wire out and look into that. This is going to be another project on this, and you know, like I said, I'm going to test it out and see if the pickup works. When I get the wire out, that'll be the next move, and if it does work, I may have to lengthen the cable out somehow to get it so I can attach it back to here. Maybe there's some longer, you know, maybe the wire is long enough, it's just balled up in there. I haven't really looked yet, so that'll be the next move. Other than that, I think I'm going to be able to make this one sing like a bird. And, you know, if I can figure that under saddle pickup out, it might be kind of cool to have, you know, 2 pickups and 2 jacks. You could play it in stereo or try recording with it maybe like that or something. I'm guessing that's what was going on here. Somebody modified this for a reason. So anyway, we'll check it out and see if we can get it going. And hopefully the next video you watch, I'll be playing it. And we'll see what it really sounds like. And hopefully we can get this figured out right here. If we can't, the owner already said it's not a big deal. He really didn't care. He said it sounded really nice with just the lipstick pickup on its own anyway. So, but we'll see what we can do. Well, thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Welcome to all the new subscribers. Got a few more projects coming up, so stay tuned. Thanks again. Okie doke.